Morning said he is going to sign an executive order where it is going to promote religion liberty. So we look forward to seeing that executive order being signed this morning.
Religious liberty that we don't have a free country. We probably don't even have a country. This week I'm also creating the White House Faith Office led by Pastor Paul White, who is so amazing. That man's happy. Look at, stand up. Let me see. Why are you so happy? You love Paula, right? Oh, Lebanon tough. Yeah, so you know what we're talking about better than anybody. Yeah. You're going to have a great new ambassador to Lebanon. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. It's tough. Yeah. You're going to have a great new ambassador. We just put him in. While I'm in the White House, we will protect Christians in our schools, in our military, in our government, in our workplace.
President Trump promises to protect Christians across every sector in the United States of America, the military, schools, and what have you. The government.
Domination over others have always tried to cut the people off from the connection to their creator. At the same time, every nation with big dreams and great ambition has recognized that there is no recourse more precious than the faith in the hearts of our people. It's the thing that makes our nation great. It makes other nations great. When you don't have it, you don't see great nations. Without God, we are isolated and alone. But with God, the scripture tells us all things are possible. Well, look at me. I'm standing before you.
Yes, President Trump reminds us here that with God all things are possible, and he reminds us of himself and the bullet he missed. So we should stand by God, and that's why he's promoting Christianity, promoting the freedom of religion.
Missed. It got me a little bit. It got me a little bit, but pretty amazing. My son was a great shooter, Don, both of them, Eric. They said it's like sinking a 1-foot putt from where that shooter was with that particular weapon. And it just happened to turn at the right instant, a fraction of a second. If I was late or early, it would have been over. And you would have somebody else speaking today. But got very lucky. It was a chart or an immigration came down, and I looked to my right. Quickly, I looked to my right. I said, drop that chart. Boom. And I said, man, what was that? So if I didn't make that turn, so it's, you know, my son, Don, said, Dad, I'll tell you, you got saved by God. This is, you know, I shouldn't say this, but that was a big statement for him to make. He was moved, Eric, likewise, because it's, you know, you could say it's a miracle, or you could say something, but it was God that saved me.
President Trump officially confirms that it was God who saved him from the bullet shot during his campaign rally in 2024.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very nice. Even in the darkest moments, hope is never lost. And 2 weeks ago, I went to a small town in North Carolina. What a great place North Carolina is. We love North Carolina. We won that thing 3 times. We won the primaries. We won the elections. We won.
Indeed, even in the darkest of times, hope is never lost. President Trump speaking here about his visit to North Carolina and how the city has been destroyed, but he promises there is hope for rebuilding again. And so North Carolina has a bright future.
Heavy water hurricane, the water like nobody's ever seen. Lakes were built in areas that were always dry. And the people had lost everything they owned, and numerous people, many people dead. FEMA under Biden was a disaster. They were almost not even, they essentially weren't even there. They'd been abandoned by their government. And seen their friends and neighbors swept away and die. So many of them. One of those I met was a pastor named Ramona Nix, really good woman. Her congregation is small, but they had just purchased a brand new church, beautiful church. She said people beautiful situation to be in, and then came the hurricane. And she looked at them, she said, only God knows. Just 1 week after dedicating that church, the storm hit their little town and the pastor's church became